Shalom, all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Bukakwatash, and double honors to the Apostle of JMS, and to the bishops, and the elders, and all the sincere brethren that are laboring in the truth across the world, and to all the sincere brethren and sisters that are listening to the truth. So, and I pray this may be another edifying lesson to the flock. So, for the Most High, I want to do this message and let it be heard. And before I begin the lesson, I will introduce the true name of the Father, which is Yahweh. And the names mean He exists. And the true name of the Son is Yahushua HaMashiach, which means the Redeemer or the Deliverer, and He's only coming to redeem His people, which is the nation of Israel. And in today's day, you would identify them as those so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, which scattered on all four corners of the world. And it looks like they're the nations, and also practice the custom of the other nations. And with that, that'll be it for the introductions. However, the title of the lesson for the day is basically be careful how you treat people. And I only say that because you never know who you interacting with, who's there with you, who's assisting you, who's watching your everything that you do, basically. I only say that because it's because the chapter the verse I'm gonna read is basically the book is Hebrew 13 verse 2, which say don't entertain angels unaware, because you never know who's in front of you. Because you might be looking for directions, and you didn't see anybody that can help you, and somebody might ask you, hey, where you going? And you say, I'm going so and so this address, and the person give you the address, and you're like, okay. By the time you say okay, thank you, by the time you turn around, you don't see anybody. Or somebody asks you to, can I get a piece of I'm hungry, can you feed me? And and you're like, man, sure. Or you probably say like, no. Because a lot of time when you walk in this, you see like a homeless person or anybody that maybe need help, and they ask you for help. You're like, oh, no, serious for me. I don't know who that person is, what that person can do to me. Because a lot of time, because the angels can appear to look like anybody, actually. Anybody. They can could look like a homeless person, like a school teacher, like a kid, or any person. Because that's why you have to be careful, man. Like when you're walking, when you leave your house, you have to be spiritual at all time, because you don't know who's you're gonna meet, who's watching you, who's paying attention to what you do, man. Let's read what the scripture said. Hebrews 13 and 2. Hebrews 13 and 2. It said, be not forgetful to enter. Hebrews 13 and 2. It said, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. So basically, we have to be careful. We have to show hospitality to anybody, including somebody that may look like your enemy, because you never know who you're helping. Because Yahushua himself said, man, when you feed somebody, it's like you feed him. You give somebody a cup of water when it's thirsty, that's basically you give him something to drink. You give somebody clothes, that's basically you give somebody clothes. That's when you read the book of Matthew 25. Matthew 25. So when you read basically from 35 all the way to basically the rest of the chapter, it's that whenever you help somebody in any situation, it's as if you help him. And let me get that real quick, actually. Matthew 25 verse. Actually, technically, it's basically 35 all the way to 46. It tells like when somebody feeds somebody, or give somebody a drink, clothe somebody, or visit somebody at the hospital, or show hospitality to anybody. Yahushua say if you do that, it's like you do that to him. Because they're gonna be like, Master, when have we fed you? When have we give you drinks? When have we visited you to prison? And Yahushua say, when you do that to any of the little one, it's like you do that to me. And vice versa. If somebody come to you, Yahushua said, if somebody come to you and ask you for food or drinks or clothes, or you didn't visit somebody in a hospital, prison, and you don't do any of those things, it's like you didn't do it to him. And you're gonna ask like, Master, when have you done that to me? When have we met you in those locations? And Yahushua say, when you didn't visit any of those people, or when you didn't feed that person, it's like you didn't feed me. And so we have to be careful how we behave when we meet people, or how we interact with people, I should say, man. So I'm just gonna give you like a brief thought. Matthew 25 and um, 35, when it says, "For I am hungry." 35, Matthew 25 and 35. "For I was hungry, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was stranger, and you took me in. Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me." Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, "Lord, when saw we thee an hungry, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee?" And the king shall answer and say unto them, "Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me." So basically, what that chapter was talking about is like, there's gonna be when you see somebody's like thirsty, hungry, needed clothes, or needed help, in a hospital, or in prison, and anytime you show like an act of kindness toward anybody, it's like you have done it unto Yahushua himself. That's what he was telling the disciples, man. And when you continue to read down, it's the exact same thing. However, it's like the person doesn't show kindness, show hospitality, or help the person, or feed that person. And Yahushua say, when they ask him, "Lord, when have you visited us? When have we feed you? We didn't feed you." And Yahushua gonna say, "If you feed a little one, it's as you feed me." And he's gonna tell them, those that didn't show kindness to other persons, they're gonna be cast into the fire. When you continue to read down on 46, basically, shall go a lasting punishment. But he said, and anybody that didn't fulfill any kind of kindness is gonna be to like a everlasting punishment. But those that show an act of kindness, they're gonna go to basically eternal life, basically, man. So that's it for the lesson, man. I pray that was another edifying lesson to the flocks, and wherever the Most I want to read this message, let it be heard. And once again, do not let me go back on the Hebrews 13 and 2. Hebrews 13 and Hebrews 13 and 2. Yep. And I'm going to read that in the NLT. Hebrews 13 verse 2 says, "Don't forget to show hospitality to strangers. For some who have done this have entertained angels without realizing it." So don't forget to show hospitality to strangers, which means anybody that you saw, man. Could be like a homeless person, and I have to admit it. Even I myself see sometimes a homeless person, cause especially where we grew up, man. If you grew up in like an area that's like a low-income area, man, and somebody's coming to you and ask you for help, you kind of be like, spiritually you want to help that person, man, but you don't know what the person intentions, if the person gonna set you up. So you kind of like, I can't. A lot of the time when you from a low income area, you don't walk with things in your hand, man. Or if you walk with your wallet, you keep it in the bag, because the person cannot snatch the backpack out of your bag. So you are extra careful. But however, there are times you see some people that need their help, you feed that person, man, because you never know that's an angel that the Most High can put on that side to test you. And that happened to me once before, man. And I was going to camp, and I was at the train station, and I saw like a guy walking straight to me. And I remember I was holding like $2 of patties, man. And he said, "Hey, man, can I have some of that?" And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I took a napkin, I gave it to him. He was like, "Thank you, brother. God bless you, man." And I saw him keep walking straight. And he didn't take a single bite out of the patty, man. Well, I was like, man, that feels strange. And I kept seeing him walking, go down the steps. And after that, man, I didn't see him no more, man. And the whole time I'm on the trains, I'm going to camp. I'm like, man, that thing, that was very strange. And that was me speaking as a man. That could be a regular Jakes, or it could very well be an angel. I guess I'm gonna have to find that out in the kingdom. So once again, there's like various situations. You might see somebody step up, hey brother, can you give me $1 to buy some drink? Or somebody might see you, hey, how you doing, brother? You might be able to down, you might feel down, and somebody might sit next to you, or wherever you are, be like, hey, how you doing, brother? Whatever you're going through, man, the Most High is with you. So the Most High is not gonna come down and give you what you need. He's gonna send his angels or people. He's gonna use people to interact with you, man. So anyway, that's what the lesson, man. I pray that's another edifying lesson, Solo Flux, and whoever the Most High went through this message and let it be heard. And with that, I'd like to say, Shalom.